Good afternoon. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of the Krasnodar region. The region Krasnodar is a beautiful region in Russia. The region is one of the three biggest regions in Russia. The total territory amounts to 76,000 square meters, and 5 million people live there. Distance to Moscow is 2 hours flight, or 1,380 kilometers, or 4 hours by train. We have 9 seaports, 3, among others, for passengers, Sochi, Amanakerenchik. We have 4 airports, Krasnodar, Sochi, and Nagagelenchik. 2 are international airports. We have do not yet have direct links to Berlin. We do not yet have this opportunity, but we want to establish direct links to Berlin. Annually, more than 11 million tourists visit the region. Last year, in 2012, the number of foreign tourists increased dramatically by more than 13%, and we welcomed 1 million more visitors. Tourists come from everywhere. For tourism, we are 60,000 visitors. They also have a lot of tourists from Germany. Annually, 10,000 tourists. Turkey is second, 7,000 tourists, and then tourists come from the US, Greece, and the UK. What do tourists like in the Krasnodar region? In particular, the opportunities of the tropic and the mountain climate. We have 2 seas, the Black Sea and the Azov Sea. We have reefs. We have beaches, mountains. We have a rich nature. We have mineral geothermal sources. In difference to Europe and Asia, we have different opportunities. Tourists do not only enjoy various leisure opportunities, but also spas. There are different opportunities. You can either do hiking or enjoy the beaches. We have open-air resorts and facilities. You can also explore traditions and ancient cultures. We have wine routes where tourists can learn about wine production. You can bath in wine. You can be healed by wine. You can learn about making wine, and you can also drink wine. The hiking routes are very popular. We have 150 different hiking routes. We also have a lot of nature reserves, biosphere reserves in the Caucasus, for example. We also have event and cultural tourism. As far as Sochi is concerned, we are concluding our efforts to prepare for the Olympic Games, and at the same time, we are taking measures to build out of Sochi a world-class spa. And our culture is similar to the Kazakh culture, and they influence the life, not only Russia, but worldwide. The Olympic project that will be concluded this year are in their final phase. We have 16 sports facilities, projects which have all been concluded. 2013, the Olympic cluster will be concluded, and the Olympic objects have enormous capacities. For example, the big ice palace can host 12,000 visitors. The Olympic Stadium, where the opening and the closing ceremony has more than 40,000 seats. If you travel with toddlers and children, you should plan for light hiking routes. And the Sochi airport will receive most of the visitors. We have a direct link to other airports. The airline that transport most passengers is Travel. Yes, we have ecological tourism, and we meet all requirements for ecological tourism. And there are a lot of routes for skiing. You can either hike or take a cable car. We have all the logistics. The organizers of the Olympic and Paralympic Games in Sochi give a lot of attention to comfortable hotels for visitors. Today, new hotels are built. The number of 3-star hotels is amounts to 16,800 beds, and 5-star hotels more than a couple of thousands of beds and rooms. And we expect visitors from all over the world. We are organizing different programs. Renowned personalities of business and show and entertainment will come and will propagate the healthy way of life. Krasnaya Polyana is an object or project for guests and locals. We will provide housing for the Olympic Committee, for example. All Russian ethnic groups will present themselves. It will be very attractive to tourists. There will be an exhibition of the Olympic Museum. It comes from Lausanne with a unique exhibition, a collection of objects which have been and are typical for Olympic Games, photos and objects. There will also be cultural events in town, organ concerts, chamber concerts. And now a few words on the execution of the Olympic Games in Sochi. The city will have a business and a cultural and sports center of international level. We will have a unique energy and transport infrastructure. We will renew the infrastructure of the city. Preparing for 2014, it will be important that Sochi will become very comfortable, not only for guests, but also for locals. As I said, 140,000 international guests are expected, also renowned personalities, and it's planned to conclude everything by 2014 for the Olympic Games. And we will provide hotspots free of charge, access to the internet, which will promote the reputation of the city as a place which will welcome foreign visitors. The stadium will be refurbished for the inauguration and closing ceremony. The stadium will be prepared for 2018 for the World Football Cup. The spas are developing themselves. International hotels are arriving. Here we need the opportunity to prepare the staff in the region and in Sochi. International brand hotels will open, Hilton and others. We actively train the labor force. We recruit and train labor for the Olympic Games, especially. Thanks to the Olympic Games, Sochi will become a very famous spa and will be used throughout the year. We will provide additional hotel capacity in the Krasny settlement. We have skiing facilities which have been tested, and in September 2012, we had an international forum. 95 international investment projects were presented. Total investment volume is more than 250,000 billion euro. Now I would like to show you a video what it will look like in 2014 during the Olympic Games.
Все, спасибо.
That was it. Thank you very much.